Okay, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. My apologies for the delay. We were just waiting for everyone to get here. We are going to begin Kabbalat Shabbat, and we will start with Ma Tovu at the top of page 101. But before we do that, we will light our Shabbat candles. 101. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav etzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Okay, page 101. At the top of the page, we will begin with Ma Tovu. I la 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 I la 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 Ma tovu alecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. I la 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 I la 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 I la 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 Vani berov chastecha Avo betecha Eshtachave el hechal kodeshecha beiratecha. I la 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 I la 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 I la 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 I la la Adonai ahavti me'on beitecha umekom mishkan kevodecha. I la 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 I la la I la la Vani eshtachave ve'echara Everecha lifnei Adonai osi. I la 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 I la I la la Vani tefilati lecha Adonai et ratzon Elohim berov chastecha aneni be'emet yishecha. I la 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 I la la We'll now turn back to page 11, and we will continue with Lechune Ranena, top of the page. Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Ladonai. Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Letsuri, Shenu, Nekadma, Fanav, Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letsuri, Shenu, Bizmirot Narialo, Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Ladonai, Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Lechune Ranena, Ladonai. Middle of page 14, Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz. Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam umlo. Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam, Yihiram hayam umlo. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. We will turn ahead to page 20, and we'll continue with Romemu at the bottom of the Hebrew section. Page 20. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kosho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kosho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kosho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodesho. We'll now turn to page 21, and we'll continue with Mizmor LeDavid. Please rise at the top of the page. Mizmor LeDavid, Havul Adonai Bnei Elim, Havul Adonai Kavod Va'oz, Havul Adonai Kevod Shemo, Ishtachavu Adonai Behadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai al Hamayim, El HaKavod Hirim, Adonai al Hamayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Ba'koach, Adonai Be'adar, Kol Adonai Shover Arasim, Vayeshaber Adonai et Arzei Halvanon, Vayarkideim Kemo Egel Levanon Vestirion, Kemo Ven Re'emim, Kol Adonai Chosef Le'avotesh, Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Yechol El Ayalot, Vayechesof Yeharot, Uvehechalo Kulo Omer Kavod, Adonai Lamabul Yashav, Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam, Adonai Os Le'amo Yitein, Adonai Yevarech et Amo V'Shalom. You may be seated. We'll continue now with Lachadodi, starting on page 23. We'll do the first two stanzas, and then the middle stanza on 24, and the final stanza on 25. When we get to the final stanza, we'll all rise again and face the entrance. Pages 23 through 25. Lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor vezachor bediborecha rishmi anu el amiyuchad Adonai echad Ushemo echad l'shem ultiferet velitchila lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki mekor aham beracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila lechadodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri Toreri Kiva Orech Kum Yori Huri Uri Shir Daberi Kevod Adonai Alaich Nigla Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pene Shabbat Nekabela. Please rise, face the entrance. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzola tochem mune am segula boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. I lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. And you may be seated. Now that we've officially begun Shabbat by singing Lecha Dodi, we'll turn to page 28 in the middle of the page, and we will recite together the concluding section of Psalm 92, the Psalm for Shabbat. Sadikat Hamar Yiferach Kerez Balvanon Yiske Shetulim Beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenuvun Beseva Deshenim Verananim Iyu Lehagid Ki Ashar Adonai Tsuri Tsuri Velo Avlatabo. Before we continue with Mariv, we will now recite the prayer for the state of Israel. I invite everyone to turn to page 178, and we will sing together the beginning of Avinu Shabbat Shamayim, and then recite the prayer in English on the left-hand side. After that, we will also be inserting an additional prayer, which I will read in English, for Jewish communities throughout the world. Page 178 at the top of the page. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael Vegoalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael Vegoalo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Geulateinu, Hagen Aleha Bevrat Chastecha, Uferos Aleha Sukat Shalomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael Vegoalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael Vegoalo. Avinu Sheba Shamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel, that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace, guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel, strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph, bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy, and let us say, Amen. I will now include a special prayer for the Jewish communities throughout the world. May God grant the blessings of peace and tranquility, honor and abundance, joy and achievement to our brothers and sisters in Jewish communities throughout the world. May they know the inspiration of our faith, gain strength from the solidarity of our people, and find meaning and hope in our heritage. May they draw confidence from the knowledge that they are in our prayers and soon see the fulfillment of all their worthy desires. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
We will now turn back to page 173, and we will recite the Mishaberach prayer for those who are ill. If there's a name you want to add this evening, after we read through the names on our list, you'll be able to do so at that time. Additionally, if you're online, you'll be able to unmute then as well. We'll begin in the top left corner of page 173. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Tal ben Sarah, Shoshana bat Yocheved, Ilya Yisrael Richter ben Rachel, Fegahana bat Sima, Ira Zelig ben Yehudit, Yaakov Achana bat Rivka Simcha, Shena Rezel bat Sima, Freda bat Gittel, Moshe Halevi ben Yehudit, Moshe Tzindel ben Sarah, Joanne Finston, Yehudit bat Yeta, Ernest Edinger, Yisrael ben Ita, Esther Tenenbaum, Diane Chodorow, Rachel Langer, Jack Azuz, Batya Podos, Andrea Kotke, Jennifer Brown Lerner, Eva Curis, Ken Gasser, Harvey Colchin, Jennifer Hayden, Julia Damerow, Betty Harvey, Keith Harvey, Doreen Klosky, Francis Gilston, Elva Pineda, Judy Pitkovsky, Nancy Levick, Lynn Friedman, Marty Mayo, Killian Parker, Tanya Bobrick, Margaret Yonak, Marion Camerlingo, and Gary Guto.
Beatrice Grant.
Anybody online?
Roberta Kalishman, Martin McGower, Burton Zex.
Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they all find the healing that they so need and so deserve. We will now turn back to page 39a. And since we do not have a minyan currently, we will not do the Baruch, but we will continue in English with the first bracha, first blessing of Mariv. Middle of the page, 39a. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Living and ever-present God, may your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. We'll continue on page 40 with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael, Amecha Ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochveinu u'v'kumeinu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha, le'olam va'ed. Ki heim chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla ve'avatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha ve'dibarta bam ve'shivtecha beveitecha uvelechtecha v'derech ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. We'll continue privately, page 42, the second and third paragraphs of the Shema. Adonai Elohechem, top of 43a. Emet ve'emuna kol zot ve'kayam aleinu, ki hu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'ein zulato, v'anachnu Yisrael, Amo. We'll continue at the top of page 44. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקר ים לפני משה זה עלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאה לו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. We'll continue with Hashkivenu, top of page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim Uferos aleinu Sukkot shelomecha v'takanenu b'etzah tova milefanecha v'hoshienu leman shemecha. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Uferos aleinu sukkot shelomecha Baruch atah Adonai hapores Sukkot Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We'll continue now with Vishamru, top of page 46. Please rise. Veshameru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. And we will continue now with the private Amida that starts on page 47 and concludes on page 52. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. We'll continue now with the Shabbat evening Kiddush on page 55. I have everyone to please rise once again. If you would like some grape juice, we have a few cups here filled with grape juice that you may partake. Page 55. Savarim Ram Verabanan Verabotai, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Borei Peri Hagafen, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Asher Kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, B'Shabbat Kodsho Be'ahava Uvratzon Hinechilanu, Zikaron L'Maaseh V'Reishit, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. And we'll continue with Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu leshabeach lahadon hakol, lateit kedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahen, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. שם שמיים יסוד הארץ, כמו שהוא בשמיים הארץ. על כן נקרא לך אדוני. ככתוב בתורתך אדוני מלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. We will now take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. This Shabbat, remember the yahrzeits of Alvin Rosenblum, Bennett Oberstein, Bernard Gershon, Gertrude Kaufman, Helen Madak, Herman Zisman, Jacob Rosenblum, Max Levy, Philip Ruskin, and Thomas Dulap Tran. And if there's anyone else you are remembering this evening, please take a moment to remember them in your mind and in your heart. And we will continue with the last the last two verses of the Mourner's Kaddish, since we do not have a minyan, bottom of page 58. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen, oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Okay, in a moment we're going to conclude with Yigdal, but we have just a couple of quick announcements. This Sunday, as we have every Sunday at the JCC at 12:30, is the Run for Their Lives program. It's the program that is in solidarity with the remaining hostages that are still held hostage by Hamas. They meet at kind of the back right-hand side of the JCC. There's a little walking field in that area and a gazebo, and that's where they meet. That's at 12:30 on Sunday. The following Sunday, December 15th, we will be partnering with and participating at the community-wide Hanukkah festival that will be at the JCC from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. There are tickets required, so if you do want to attend, please contact the JCC for more information. December 13th, which is a week from tonight, we will have our religious school Shabbat service. There will be a dinner at 5:30. That requires reservations, and then the service will be at 6:15, so there'll be a slight change to the schedule. And then we'll have our December birthday and anniversary Shabbat service on the 27th or 8th, whichever. What is it?
20th.
It's on the 20th. Okay, it'll be on the 20th then. Thank you. So please make sure to come for that if you have a December birthday or anniversary. Looking ahead, in February, we will have the Jordan Wax Yiddish music program on February 26th. And then on March 2nd, we will also have the big event, which is our annual fundraiser. And we'll also include a musical program called Songs of Love and Hope with a Broadway friend of mine who's coming in from New York. With that, I believe that covers it. Are there any other community announcements that I may have missed?
Yes, the men's club
Jimmy, I can't hear you.
Sorry, hold on. The men's club latcha party for Hanukkah on the 29th.
Oh, yes, thank you. What time is that?
Around 6 o'clock.
Okay, so yes, December 29th, which is a Sunday, we'll have the men's club Latka party, and that'll be at 6 o'clock p.m. here at the synagogue. Okay, anything else? All right, then we will conclude with Yigdal on page 62. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza ve'eineit el metziuto echad ve'ein yachid ke'ichudo ne'lam ve'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf ve'eino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nivra Rishon ve'ein reshit le'reshito. Hino Adon Olam v'chol notzar yoreh gedulato malchuto shefan nevuato netano el anshe segulato v'tifarto lo kam beYisrael kemo she'od navi umabit et temunato Torah emet natan le'amoel Al yad nevio neman beito lo yachalif ha'el velo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato tzofe ve'yodea setarenu mabit lesof davar bekadmato gomer leish chesed kemifalo noten l'rasha ra kerishato Yishlach leketz yamin meshichenu Livdot mechake ketz yeshuato Meitim yechayel berov chasto Baruch adei ad shem tehilato Meitim yechayel berov chasto Baruch adei ad shem tehilato. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us. For those who are here, we do have a small oneg in the lobby, so please join us for that. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Good Shabbos.
It's 9:30, the regular start.
Shabbat Shalom.